Are you tired of chasing invoices, manually paying bills, or keeping track of your business finances with spreadsheets? Well, you are in the right place because in today's video, we will show you how to use Bill. Whether you're a small business owner, freelancer, accountant, or part of a growing finance team, this beginner-friendly guide will walk you through the platform from creating an account to exploring its key features and understanding how Bill simplifies payments and financial workflows. Now, if you'd like to follow along, you can sign up for Bill for free using our affiliate link in the description. Using our link support the channel at no extra cost to you, and we really appreciate it. Bill offers a free sign-up to get started, making it easy to explore the platform before deciding which plan best fits your business needs. After creating your Bill.com account, you'll be taken to the onboarding process, where the platform asks you to provide information about your business. The setup is designed to verify your business and personalize your account before you can start using Bill's financial management tools. The first section focuses on your business identity, and here you'll need to enter your legal business name. And if you are using a different public-facing name, you can also add a preferred business name. There's also an option field to enter your business website. And then you will be asked for your business tax ID or EIN if applicable, along with your business formation date. Now, these details help Bill.com verify your business during the account setup process. You also need to provide information about your company structure. This includes selecting the ownership, entering the number of employees, choosing your industry, and specify your identity type, such as sole proprietorship, maybe corporations, insurance company, nonprofits, or LLC, or limited liability, or even a corporation. On the left side of the screen, you can see the onboarding checklist, and you'll move on to the business address after completing some information needed, right? We have the financial information, people info, and finally, a final review before your account setup is complete. On the right-hand side, Bill.com provides helpful context explaining why this information is required. Since the platform handles financial transactions, it needs to verify your business identity and comply with financial regulations. Bill.com also reassures users that the information is used only for verification purposes and is protected according to its privacy policy. Overall, the onboarding process is straightforward and well organized. Each section is clearly labeled, making it easy to complete your account setup, even if you are using Bill.com for the first time. After putting the information here, go to the business address. You need to make sure that you put in the physical business address, city, zip code, and state. Okay, and if you are using the mailing address, same as the physical address. If you don't, you need to manually put the information here. And then all I have to do is click the save and exit. And then the next is going to be the financial info. You see there is a drop-down menu, and if you click on it, this is where you need to provide basic information about your business's finances. This may include your annual revenue. Let's say, for example, you have this, desired line of credit, expected monthly spend. All right. Let's say we're going to create something like this. And of course, the billing cycle. Is it going to be weekly, twice a month, or monthly? And the accounting software that you are using. Are you using QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Premier Pro, Enterprise Zero, NetSuite, Intact, and basically there's a lot more. For example, I am using QuickBooks Online right now. And then Bill.com will understand how you'll be using the platform. This information also helps support compliance and account verification. And then the financial details also gives you the information depending on your business. You will be asked additional tax information depending on the account type. Now, let me tell you this. Completing this section accurately helps prevent delays during the approval process. Below that is going to be the connect your bank account. This step allows you to securely link the business bank account you'll use with the Bill.com. You have two options here. You can connect an account automatically. You can connect with MX, what will happen is if you click that button, you'll be forwarded to a new window wherein you need to make sure to put all the information needed. It may take some time on the loading process, and at this point, you want to make sure that you are not using any VPN or proxy because that could interfere. Now, select your institution. You could choose from Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Navy, Federal Credit Union, Chime, Capital One. Basically, there's a lot to choose from. Citibank, PNC, American Express, BMO List. And if you wanted to search for your institution, you can do that as well. For example, let's say I am going to select Revolut if it's available here. If it's not, it's okay, because what you can do is to add your bank manually right here, provide the business name of the account, and of course the bank name. The bank name is, for example, let's say we're going to use this one instead. All right, let's say this is going to be my bank account, and then you need to provide the routing number, account number, and re-enter the account number. And once you've done that, please take note that the connecting your business bank account helps you to send payments, receive funds, pay vendors electronically, and automate your accounts payable and accounts receivable workflows. Bill.com uses encrypted connections to help keep your banking information secure. Below that is going to be the people information. You'll provide information about the individuals associated with the business. Right now, this is me. I am the owner. So you will find the business owners, company executives, or authorized representative. If you want to add a new person, you can do that as well. For example, the first and last name here, right? For example, let's say we're going to add a new person here, first and last name, and then the business email. Now, this information is required for identity verification and regulatory compliance, helping Bill.com confirm who is responsible for managing the account. And finally, the final review, okay, you will reach this section. Before submitting your application, this is your opportunity to carefully review all of the information you've entered. Okay, so you can make necessary corrections, you can ensure everything is correct. Taking a few extra moments here can help avoid verification issues and speed up the approval process. And if you have any questions while completing the application, simply click the Need Help Filling Out the Application to access Bill.com support resources. You will find helpful guides, answers to frequently asked questions, and options to contact customer support if you need additional assistance. You also have the option to invite your collaborator, especially useful if you're working with your client, with their team members, or supervisors. Now, once you've completed all the required sections, review your information one final time and submit your application for approval. After that, all that's left to do is wait while the Bill.com team reviews your submission, and once your application is approved, you'll gain full access to Bill.com's features and can begin managing payments, invoices, and business finances through the platform. And with that being said, that wraps up our complete beginner's guide to using Bill. If you're ready to streamline your accounts payable workflow, you can sign up for free using our affiliate link in the video description. Remember, using our affiliate link supports the channel at no extra cost to you, and we truly appreciate your support. And if you found this tutorial helpful, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you again in the next video.